Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of Take Initiative. We have a few things to say before we start off the episode. First off, I know that a gold piece is not triangular, which I messed up in the last episode. It's actually a square, but the two sides are convex, so it's not quite a square. It's a quadrilateral. Would anyone else like to say anything? Okay. All right, so it is the morning. You have just woken up and had a quick conversation. You know that you have to head out to the edge of the forest, but you don't know why. Um,
Well, most of them don't know.
yes, a few of you do. And now you set off to gather supplies just to make sure that you won't have any problems on your journey. All right, so you guys set off into the market.
I go. I see if there's any place that is selling bows.
You see lots of places. You see that there looks to be one main merchant. One main merchant, but also they also seem to be sold in the blacksmith shop. Probably it's probably the same bow that you can find at the other place, made by the same person, but they just also sell it at the blacksmith shop because that's where you can buy the arrows.
I go over there.
Which place? Do you go to the stand that's selling just the bows, or do you go to the blacksmith shop, which sells both bows
I
and the
think
arrows?
I think the stand because it might be less expensive.
You walk up to the stand and you see what looks to be a well-dressed elven woman standing behind it. Well, how can I help you today?
I am in search for a longbow.
Well, we have a few of those. And she points to uh, a bow rack with many finely carved longbows, some more simple, others with intricate designs. Um, I don't know how much you're willing to spend, though. They tend to run at a high price.
Well, let's see what we can do. How much is that one?
Which one do you point at? There's a pretty simple one, but there are also some very, very intricate ones and some with carvings on the wood.
What about I'll just point at the plain one to start with.
Oh, that one? That is 50 GP. It'll shoot straight, but not with a whole lot of style, if you know what I mean. And then
Well,
she takes out a bow from kind of under the counter. It's a much larger bow with a thick pieces of wood. It's recurve, so it curves twice, and you know that this gives it an extremely strong and fast shoot. This one I carved myself. 15 different trees is where the wood came from. I treated the wood for over a year, and you can see gold embellishments, very tiny little intricate carvings across the entire longbow, and it seems to come with an elven quiver, which are pretty rare. It's if you're looking for a flashy bow, this is it, but it's a little bit expensive. 300
That's a
gold.
nice bow.
Yes, 300 gold.
well, I don't have that at the moment, and I probably won't, but the plain one is more in my price range. How about 30?
30 for one of my bows? No way.
Then give me a better price.
Fine. 50 gold pieces and 7 silver.
Well,
That's
is
only
more.
3 silver lower than the other one.
Hmm. Well, wait. Oh, wait 1 second. DM, how much GP do I have?
Well, you have the 1 platinum from yesterday, and you have the 10 starting gold, and I believe you have 1 or 2 silver. So, in gold, you have 20 gold.
Well, I guess I'll have to get a short bow then, not a long bow. Or a crossbow, even.
Well, we don't sell crossbows here, but we do have a nice range of short bows. Most of them are about 25, though. I don't know what you're willing to spend.
How about closer to 20?
Ah, well, I might have something. A bit used, but still reasonable. And she takes out what looks to be a pretty standardized recurve short bow. Worn. The bowstring has obviously been on there for a few weeks. It's been bent quite a few times. It's not a new bow, but it'll get the job done. It'll shoot straight.
And I can always fix up the string.
Yes, strings are like a silver.
Right. Well, how much for that one?
This one, I'll give you for 20 gold.
Well, throw in some arrows and you have a deal.
Ah, I see. Well, a bargain. How about 22 gold for the bow and 30 arrows?
A quiver and you have a deal.
Fine. She takes out a very standard round leather quiver. It has a place where you can attach a strap for your back, but it already has a clip for your belt. So you could either get a strap for very cheap, or you could, which I'm sure you could buy for like a silver, or you could just use it at your belt.
I'll just use it at my belt.
All right, so you clip that on, add that to your equipment. So a short bow and 30 arrows.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Why are
senor?
you getting a bow?
Well, it's kind of a hunter's tool, and I've been missing one for some time, and it's just good plus. Yeah, yes, it's just
I
a
see.
good weapon.
Do you have
I will
22
get-
gold?
Yes, I do. I have exactly 22 gold.
All right, so
N- n-
you're a bit broken.
No, he
up.
doesn't. Doesn't he have?
Here, let me check his equipment.
No.
Wait, what about my squirrels?
Yeah, your squirrels only got you a few silver.
How
He
much?
does not have 20.
Yeah, you only have 20 gold. I mean, you have 10 gold, 1 platinum, and a silver.
Plus the. Oh yes. Well.
The silver was from the squirrels.
Oh wait. Well, what should I do then?
Let's
I
say you're
give-
able to achieve 20 gold.
Okay, I could also just give her a dagger or something if I needed to. Well, no. Okay.
Yeah, let's just say you're
oh,
able to bargain and get all the equipment you need, but you currently don't have any money.
Yes, I will remove that.
I just did. You can just reload your page. It should be there. All
Okay.
right. Anyone
Trevor.
else would like to purchase?
I would
Yes.
like to get 10 arrows.
10 arrows? We can do that. 5 silver.
I will consult my my people and
You
see
can
if that's
split a
a
gold.
reasonable price.
Oh, okay. But
Is 10 silver, 3 silver reasonable?
Yes.
she offered 5 silver.
5, whatever.
Still
Yes,
reasonable.
it is.
Okay, then I'll do that. So,
All right.
that'll be half
Oh,
of a gold
Do you
piece.
want to get her standard arrows, or the ones that'll match your other ones, or do you want to get some elephant arrows?
What's the difference?
The elven ones have cooler fletchings and a curve, and a sleek arrowhead, and they're made by the elves.
Mm,
And they're a bit more pricey. They
I'll
just kind of
just
look
get
cooler.
a standard one.
Standard broadheads. All
Yeah.
right, here you are. And she hands you the, what's that, 10 arrows?
Yes.
Yep, add that to your arrows and your equipment. So just
Okay.
clicky that plus button or type it in.
Yep.
Anyone else?
Say, big fella, why don't you treat yourself? I say, gesturing to Zorn over there.
I don't really need anything, so I'll pass.
Oh, please. Come on. The townsfolk aren't gonna bite you or anything.
I know, I just don't need anything, so I'll pass.
Please. Everybody always wants something. Say, how about a good weapon for yourself?
I have everything I need.
Everything and anything. Come on, just give in. You definitely want something.
Fine. I ask,
Sorry.
do you have any melee weapons or melee?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm sure the
All right.
salesman does, however. I need him
God.
over there.
Sorry. My audio glitched out for a second. Did I miss something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who wishes to buy a melee weapon?
A melee weapon. Well, I don't exactly sell those here, but you could check out my friend the blacksmith. She points to what looks to be a very nice blacksmith shop a little down the way. But if you ever need anything ranged, a bow specifically, come back here. Fairest price you'll see in town.
Right then.
All right, so you guys headed to the blacksmith.
Yeah.
You walk to the blacksmith. And as you walk in, this dwarf behind the counter. None of you know his name. You don't end up here very much, but says, "Well, how are you today? Needing some weapons, I'd guess. Unless you need your horses reshod."
I ask him, does you have any two-handed melee weapons?
Two-handed melee weapons? Well, I've got a few. He shows you this area that looks to have there's great axes, some long swords, great swords, a great club, which is carved out of wood and furnished with metal and spikes. Pretty much all the standard melee two-handed weapons. You also do see a flail close by. Not too. It doesn't necessarily need to be two-handed, but
Okay. I ask him a bit about the great sword, like how much it costs.
oh, the great sword. Well, I don't know how much you're willing to spend, but these are a bit. You can see this one is pretty finely crafted. No etchings or anything, but nice. Well, that one's going to do you about 50 gold to last you a lifetime, though.
Say, Brutor.
Yes.
I was wondering, perhaps you could cut my friend here a, better bargain. Just, asking for a favor.
No, I think not. 50 seems to be a fair price for me. Unless you have something else to offer, other than gold.
All I have are me songs.
Make a persuasion check.
Right, one moment.
Persuasion.
With the modifier, it's a 20.
Well, actually, maybe we could do a little bit better than 50. How about 45 gold? But that's the best you're gonna get.
What if we did some sort of task for you?
A task. Unless you were willing to sweep floors for a month. I don't think I have anything.
What do you think of dried and smoked fish?
Well, I could do with a little bit of that, but it won't pay for the great sword.
Let's cut
Oh.
off a bit of that gold, though.
Yes, it's depending on how much you got.
We have about 2 fish worth.
Okay, maybe I could cut off a few silver.
And a
What
deal you don't have.
What if we were to take our business elsewhere? For
Well, you could try. There's not another blacksmith within a few towns. And if you could even get through the Forest of Thorns.
Well, I'd like to say, would you be interested in buying a short sword?
A short sword? Well, I might be a little interested. I don't know. Let's see this weapon.
I pull it out, I guess.
It is okay. Oh, maybe I could take off 10 gold. 35 gold for the great sword.
Can I
Can I
try
make a
to
persuasion check?
Sorry, Zorn, you cut out a bit.
could I try intimidating him?
Sure. Make an intimidation check.
Okay. Okay, hold on. Nat 20.
Ah, well, actually, with the short sword and the fish, maybe we could cut it to 25 for a favor.
What
You're
sort of
kind
favor?
of cowering a little bit between your massive frame. You're holding your great axe, just kind of polishing it a bit.
Can I perhaps bring my daggers out and kind of
No,
swing them around in my hand?
I'll pay the extra 5 GP for Zorn.
Well, Zorn only has 10 gold to start.
Oh.
I don't exactly know why he's shopping for a great weapon, but
Yeah.
Hold on.
unless
No,
three of
I
you are
like
going to come
that.
together to cover the price.
Wait,
One
well,
moment.
what if I
like that
bought?
price, but of 25 GP, but perhaps we can cut that down a little bit. 3 songs dedicated to you. The next 30 nights I visit the tavern.
I don't exactly listen to the chatterings of you folk. I tend to stay here and forge in the night. No, thank you.
What if perhaps we bought something else and it was kind of a package deal?
A package deal? You
I
need to
have-
buy quite a bit to get this as part of a package.
Well, I have these 2 daggers that I may be willing to trade for something small. The excess could carry over to the sword.
What is this small thing you have in mind?
Perhaps just a plain and simple shield.
A shield? He sees the great axe, I believe, strapped to your back. Well, I don't know if a shield would do you much good with that. You can't benefit from it with that weapon. But if you're really looking for one, you can see hanging behind the counter are two different shields. One of them is almost completely metal. It's probably a wooden frame in the back, but it looks to be extremely heavy. And the other one is a pretty standard wooden shield with a metal rim around it, much lighter. It'll do the exact same thing for your armor class.
How about the lighter one?
Ah, well, the two daggers. I think that would carry over a bit. That might take another 10 gold off of the sword.
And with the shield?
The shield, yes, carry over. So that brings your great sword down to 15 gold.
It's a pleasure doing business with you. And I slap my daggers down on the table.
He lifts the shield off the wall and hands it to you. It's well made, very nice metal rim, never been used. There's a larger piece of metal in the middle, and on the back there's some very nice leather straps.
Okay. I offer to Zorn to pay for half of I have to pay the extra 5 GP. You better pay me back, Zorn.
Okay, I'll pay you back later.
All right, so would you guys like to trade everything in?
But
Wait a minute.
for that, I would like to do an intimidation check on him.
Okay.
That is a 19.
I mean, you've already got the price down as low as it'll go. I mean, if there was still anywhere for the price to go for a 50 GP greatsword, then maybe, but
It would
15 GP for that exchange is pretty much the best you can get.
I'm okay with the money. Zorn said he'd pay me back.
Wait.
I trade. Tis fine. This is a great deal.
All right, so you guys trade in. What was it? The daggers, the fish. What else did you trade? I remember you guys said other things.
The money.
Yes. All right, so guys, remove that money from your GP. Remove whatever equipment you traded. And then you can add in the new stuff. Soren, you can add in a fresh new great sword.
Okay.
All right. What else would you guys like to buy in the town? I mean, I'm not sure how much money some of you have left, but
I search around for a healing potion.
you think that you might be able to get something of the sort at the apothecary.
Well, I go there then.
You walk in and you see a halfling woman behind the counter. Actually, no, bustling around the shop, doing a million things at once. You see a cauldron boiling behind the counter while she's organizing the shelves and everything.
Hello there.
Hello. What would you like today? Anything that ails you?
A potion of healing would be nice.
Oh, well, I have a few of those. She shows you a shelf by the door. Bunch of different shaped flasks, all with around the same amount of different healing potions in them. You see different different ones. They're all labeled in a scrawled handwriting. Healing, greater healing, superior healing, and supreme healing. The farther up that list, the less there are. Lots potions of healing, but potions of greater healing and onward, less.
How much does the potion of healing cost?
Well, that'll run you about 50 gold.
Okay, goodbye. And
you,
I walk out of the store.
You walk out of the door, and she kind of like shrugs to herself. Now that was strange.
We don't
So-
have enough money to afford anything else, really.
I mean, some of
Should
you
move
might
on.
want.
Is there any
There
sort
are things that are cheaper. You guys have just been looking for practically the most expensive things on the market.
What about healing salves? A first aid kit, maybe?
Those couldn't aid you a whole lot. Maybe a little bit to prevent infection.
Okay, then. Can I get some bandages, then?
Well, you'd have to walk back into the apothecary for that.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
Well,
Anyone else?
I'm all good here. Anyone else?
Okay. Are you guys ready to set out into the woods?
Yeah.
One more question. How much rations do we have?
Well, with all the owlbear meat you have, owlbears are big, by the way. Like the size of like a small grizzly. You have enough meat for a long time. Nothing to concern you at all.
Dried
Plus,
meat,
I have
correct?
1 day of rations.
Yes, dried and smoked.
And I still have a little bit of my fish in my pack, too.
Yes.
Okay, let's set off then.
All right. So, you wander into the forest, going the same way you went last time, led by Amamarg. It seems to be the same direction to the east. You continue into the east, and as you pass the fallen Kenku village, just as abandoned as last time, you can see the woods starting to get thicker and spikier again. You didn't go much farther than it this time, and now the woods are getting quite thick. You get a little bit of a sinking feeling. This isn't the nicest part of the woods. You have a feeling that falling asleep will be tough in this dark
Oh.
forest.
Oh wait, I forgot. Do I have gloves?
For the bow, especially for this type of bow, you don't need anything for protection from the string. You
It
know
is
enough
not.
about archery.
It is not just that, remember.
No, you don't have gloves, but your friend Dame has gloves, but his hands are strangely shaped. There's no way they'll fit on your. You
Well,
could
it's
fashion some though. You have.
out of an animal's
Yes, of
carcass.
course.
Right.
Does
You could
Dame
cure
need to
some
go
leather.
into the water?
And
Does
Yeah.
Dame need to go into the water?
The creek is running around the same
Yes.
way that you are.
one more thing. Do I have perhaps a bag sort of thing? I could fashion one.
Yeah, you have a bag, I believe.
Okay. To carry something that cannot be touched.
You follow through the forest. It's are you guys looking for meat or anything? Or are you just kind of
Yes,
I'm
I
looking
look.
for water.
I look.
You know that the stream runs around the same path you are. It'll be about a 5-minute walk when you need to. It's still morning though.
Okay, I look for any. If I see any rabbit,
In this part of the woods, you don't see anything. Maybe
occasionally I would like the
maybe a few
opportunity to shoot a-
ravens, but the thick foliage protects them from your arrows.
Okay, just if I see one.
If you see one, yes.
Yes.
You continue through the forest for a long time. Choose one. Whoever's in the back of the group, please make a perception check.
I guess I'm
who's
in the back. I guess I'm in the back.
Okay, so make a perception check.
I will be in the front of the group, for I'm the one that knows where we need to go.
Yes. All right.
It
So
is a critical fail.
seems fine. You continue on, not suspecting anything. Soon you come to what looks to be a very small clearing, but in this part of the woods, which is in this part of the woods, a clearing like this is quite rare. You think it is a bit strange, but then you hear something, a low growl from behind you. A second later, you hear one from in front of you, one to your right, one to your left. It seems to be circling whatever it is. The thick foliage and shadowy trees seem to protect it from your sight. And all of a sudden, something large with glistening black fur jumps through the air. It has two tentacles that match the rest of its dark fur. Not exactly tentacles, but they are long and they have black pads on them. The rest of it looks to be something like a black panther, but larger and more muscular. It has 6 legs, and it seems to have been stalking you for quite a while, waiting for you to stop. It growls. Would anyone like to make a wisdom check before we start?
Yes.
Wait, I think I have.
Actually, make this nature.
I have +0 on nature.
Nope.
Never mind then. Because on wisdom, I have +3.
Anybody have good knowledge with nature?
No.
I do not.
I do not.
Somewhat.
Well, you know better than me of us. So Analog,
Okay.
please make a nature check.
Nature. That would be a total of 17.
You know it's called the Displacer Beast. It's kind of a fabled beast. You don't know anything about it, but it does seem to be shifting the place it's in. All right. You now, everyone, please roll in it. First surprise round for Displacer Beast. Okay, so here, let me roll for that. Okay, so it gets
How many-
two. It gets 2 tentacle attacks.
How many displacer beasts are there?
Just the one.
Okay.
It is within melee range of all of you. You were kind of in a group. So 10 feet away, not quite melee for some of you. It all of a sudden. Sorry for my mic problems. My mic is glitching quite a lot right now. 2 tentacle attacks at Amarg and Draconian. Cartress, sorry. The 2 tentacle attacks both hit. So each of you take 10 damage. It's called
Okay.
It's called a Displacer Beast. You know that this is because it shifts the light, so you have no idea where it actually is. It could be a few feet from where you perceive it to be. It leaps into as it leaps. It takes these spiked tentacles on its back and attacks at both Carcerus and Amamark. They both hit and slam into you. You each take 10 damage. Or either of you unconscious. And now roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Yes.
No, I'm not unconscious.
That's not good for them.
How many hit points are you at?
0.
2.
Okay, so Amamark is looking severely wounded. A massive wound across her chest, and she was knocked back a few feet. And you see Carcerus on the floor with an identical wound, unconscious. Everyone roll initiative. Carcerus, your initiative is 1 because you're unconscious. Everyone else, please roll. Dexterity modifier, it's next to your armor class, right on the left.
21.
Okie dokie.
All right, Zorn,
13.
Initiative.
Dame,
19.
1.
Dame, 1.
21.
Oh, 21. Salchar? Salchar? Dexador?
19.
Amarg?
19 also.
And Salchar?
What was the roll?
It's initiative.
A solid frozen screen.
Oh, okay. Here, would you like me to roll for you?
Never mind, 21. We're good.
Okay. That was some nice initiative rolls. All right, Dane, you've been placed first in the order.
As the bard of the group, I am a primary healer. I will not stand for someone being unconscious. I run up to Mr. Carcerus and I use Cure Wounds.
All right. So he is now stable, still unconscious, but no longer bleeding. He'll be unconscious. You don't know this, but he will be unconscious for an hour.
And he has...
He doesn't have hit points. He's unconscious, but he is stable.
I use Cure Wounds.
Yes, I know you used Cure Wounds. If you give people hit points while they're unconscious, it stabilizes them, meaning they don't have to make death saves.
All right.
So will Carcerus just be
Salchar.
unconscious for the rest?
Yeah, Carcerus will be unconscious for an hour, but alive, unless he takes more damage, and then he's not unstable again. Salchar. Salchar, would you like us to come back to you? Oh.
No, I'm good. How far away are we from it?
It's about 10 feet away from you. You can move closer or farther. You just move.
I guess I will hit it with a dagger. It is a throwing dagger.
Sure. Yeah, you can throw your dagger. Okay, so roll the attack for the dagger.
And I get a 23.
Okay, that definitely hits. Roll damage. Was that a crit?
No,
Okay. 6?
a 6.
You see it. I actually rolled for disadvantage, so roll again and pick the lower one. Sorry about that. Because of its light
Got 2
displacement.
6s, so double 6. I guess 6.
No, not the damage. Roll the attack again, because it's disadvantage.
And I get a 18.
Okay. 18 hits, so we'll use the 6 damage. Your dagger goes into it, causing a small wound. It's such a mighty beast. It's at least 10 feet from just nose to before the tail, and it is strong and large. So while dealing damage, not necessarily a killing blow. Amamarg.
Okay, first of all, I take out my great axe and I swing it in a sideways, so not straight down, but kind of because it's maybe in a different place than right below me. So I kind of swing it in a
Yeah.
sideways motion.
It's still disadvantage, but yeah, so it's still disadvantage, just because
Okay.
it could be within a few feet in any direction.
So no modifier.
Well, no, you keep this regular modifier, but you have to roll twice and pick the lower one.
Okay. Okay. 16 and 22.
Okay, so 16. That hits. So roll damage.
Normal damage.
Yes, normal damage.
Okay. 10.
It's a bit strange as your axe hits the displacer beast, and you see a wound open up. You can kind of see like the displacer like shift into the place where it really is. So we'll have to move again before it is displaced.
Yeah.
So for now, you guys have regular attacks against it until its turn.
Yes. And now I use a bonus action to use Second Wind once per short rest as a bonus action
Yes.
to regain 1d10 plus 1 hit points.
All right. So roll that d10
D10.
and make sure you mark it off and click that little box.
Okay. 9 plus 9 hit points.
Okay. So
with
add that.
With the modifier.
Yeah, add those 9 hit points.
Yes.
You kind of feel yourself rejuvenated at this.
And one more thing. Do you only get one?
You only get one bonus. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, only one bonus.
Yeah.
Daxidor.
Yes, I would like to shoot it with my short bow.
All right. I think you have a longbow, don't you?
Or longbow, I mean.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so roll the attack for that.
It's a 7.
All right. That misses. Well, that's not even you didn't even roll the second time, but your arrow just, it looks like it's going to hit the displacer beast, but it kind of arcs off to the side at the last second, missing it. Zorn.
But I thought he had to move again, and we had normal.
He does,
rolls.
but his roll was too low. Daxidor's roll was lower than its armor class. It missed.
Do I know where it's my arrow went? I mean, so I can pick it
Yeah,
up
you can
after?
see the arrow. You can grab it after. Zorn.
Okay, I attack it with my greatsword.
Okay. So roll the attack for that.
That's a 14.
All right. So you that hit. That's so roll damage.
11 for
Okay,
damage.
so it curves into the displacer beast, and it kind of yells a bit as this I mean, large wound, not exactly in comparison to its size, but a pretty large wound appears on its arm where you hit it. Displacer Beast's turn. It quickly runs to a different position, still the same distance away from you, but you see him now kind of shift in space, and you don't really know where he really is. And he makes 2 more tentacle attacks. Let me see who's going to attack. Salchar and Amamark. Roll those 2 attacks. Salchar. Oh, misses. And Amamark does hit. So Salchar one. You're able to duck under it. But Amamark, you are hit straight in the chest again as you take 10 damage as it slams into you. How many hit points are you at?
1.
Oh, you are quite weak and barely standing up.
Dame, could you heal me, perhaps? I do not have second wind again until I take another short rest.
Remember, Dame only has 2 spell slots. So
I could, or
he-
also possibly kill this thing.
Draconia would be your turn, but you're unconscious and you're stable, so you don't have to do anything. Dame, it is your turn.
You mean Carcerus?
No, it's
You
Dame's
said
turn.
Draconian again.
Oh, sorry. It is Carcerus of the Draconian clan. Dame?
So, what do you want me to do, Amamarg? Heal you or hit this thing?
Could you bring it in? Well, do we know how much health it has? So if we could kill it this turn.
You don't know how much health it has. It is still going strong, though. Hurt, but going strong. It's not edge of death.
I think you should. And DM, my armor class is 17.
Yes, I know.
Okay. I don't know. How much damage could you do?
Dame.
Dame.
If I'm lucky.
2d what?
2d8.
And you won't. I think it would be better if you healed me because I can do 1d12 plus 2, and then again I can do my bite attack for 1d6 plus 2. But
you can still attack at
Right,
1 hit
but
point, but yours weak.
I could be killed next turn.
Not necessarily killed, but unconscious, very likely.
Right.
Depending on. I mean, it knows you're weakened. It'll probably target you.
I think you should heal me, Dame.
Fine. Don't say I didn't do anything for you. Never did. Wait, nah. Maybe would that someday, but now I'll just heal you. Cure wounds again. I'm out of spell slots.
All right. Roll those healing. I don't know what die that is.
7 hit points.
All right, Amarg. You heal up those 7 hit points. It is now Salchar's turn. Salchar, what would you like to do?
I will. Am I still 10 feet away from it?
Yeah, it's still 10 feet away. But you're at disadvantage again.
Okay, well, I'll just use my crossbow.
Alrighty. So roll attack at disadvantage.
Okay, and an 18 and a 19.
Okay, so that hits definitely. Roll damage.
And damage is a 7.
Okay, so a bolt uh, hits its muscly skin, piercing it.
Good.
It is Amamarg's turn.
Okay, I take out my well, I already had my great axe taken out, but I hit it again with my great axe.
All right, so roll with disadvantage.
Right, so how does that work?
Yeah, just roll twice, and you have to pick the lower one.
Okay. Oh, 13 and a nat 20.
13 does hit though.
Oh, okay. I guess but it's not the double
It's not
damage.
critical, yeah.
Right.
All right, so roll that damage.
Okay. Ooh, the 12 full damage. I got
Okay.
10 on the 1d10 plus 2.
So arcs into it, and now it is again straight rolls. It's looking pretty wounded. You guys have heard it quite a bit, and yeah, you can now see where he actually is.
I also use Hungry Jaws, and if it hits, I gain 2 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Okay, that would be bite.
Yep. So.
Do I still have disadvantage?
No, you're at regular rolls now because you built damage.
Perfect. Okay. Fake 20 because it has the modifier.
Well, it's a real 20. It's just not a critical.
Right. But it hits, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll roll the damage and then add the hit points. Okay, 7 damage.
All right. The Displacer Beast is pretty hurt as you bite into one of its 6 legs. It flails around. Okay, so you can gain those 2 temporaries. Daxidor.
I will. I think I'll try to shoot it with a longbow again.
Alrighty, so roll damage for that.
I rolled a 12.
That misses as it arcs and hits a nearby tree.
Oof.
Zorn.
Okay, I use a bonus action rage.
Okay.
And then I go at it with my great axe.
Okay, so what does rage do for you on that attack?
It adds a +2. I think. Hold on.
Sorry, what is it?
+2 on melee damage.
So +2 melee. So yeah, it's plus an extra +2 on that attack.
Okay. Okay, 20 with modifier, and then damage. 8.
Okay, so your damage arcs into him with your great sword.
Okay.
All right, it is Displacer Beast's turn. Displacer Beast sees Carterus on the ground and goes for the easy hit. That is instant critical because of being unconscious. So 7 8 Carterus, you take 10 damage, and I believe automatically fail a death save, and you are now unstable. I believe. Yes.
So basically, we have to kill it right now.
Don't kill him, tentacle wolf dude thing.
Yeah. So
If we don't kill it on this turn, we'll die. Or he'll die, not all of us.
not necessarily him, but it does make a randomized attack at one of you. Zorn attacks you and hits. Take 10 damage as this massive spiked tentacle hits you. Zorn, I believe you are at 2 health, sadly. So pretty weak, very wounded. Carcerus, make a death save. Carcerus.
I have failed the death save.
You are now at 2 deaths, 2 failures at death saves. Not great. Dame.
One moment.
You
Right.
could try to stabilize Carcerus.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do. However, I'll leave a note. Zorn, Amamag, if you want to kill it, rub your weapons, the blunt sides, on some of my open skin. Try that as a bonus action, perhaps.
That would not be bonus action. They'd have to use an action for that.
Well then. Anywho, medicine check.
All right, so roll for
Okay.
that.
16.
16. You are able to use some of Carcerus's cloak and tie an okay tourniquet. He's stable for the moment, but still at 2 failed death saves. So he takes more damage at the end of him. Salchar. Salchar. 'Tis your turn.
I'm sorry. I'm right here. Okay. Why would I rub my blunt end of my weapons on you exactly?
Ah, yes. Since you desperately need to know, I have a poison. Congratulations, you all know now. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, very.
I will stand in front of Mr. Carcerus, and defend him by.
Yeah, you could take let's say we can call defend. So you could let's see. Let's say it increases his armor score by his armor class by 5. So it is now at 17, even though he's unconscious.
Good.
Okay.
That was
Amamarg.
my action.
Yes, that was your action. Amamarg.
Yes, I swing up my great axe with both my hands and bring it down on, since it's no longer displacing. Is that the word?
Yes, sure.
Displacing.
Oh no, it is still displacing because of its turn. Yes, it's displacing again.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. And 22 and 14.
Okay, so 14 does hit.
Okay.
His armor class is not great.
Yes, I've gathered that. Okay, let's see. 11 damage.
All right, so it carves into it. It's looking very hurt. Wounds all over its body from you guys. Alive, but very hurt. Daxador.
I'm going to attack it with my short swords this time.
All right, so you get an attack and then a bonus attack because of 2-weapon fighting.
Okay.
And they are regular hits because Amark just dealt melee damage.
Hold on. An 11 plus 4 on the first one, so 15. 15 and a 6.
That fails. Oh, just kidding. I knew. One of those hits. So it's able to dodge one of them, but the second one hits into it. Rolled that d6.
Okay. It's rolling very slowly.
Guys, I have to go.
All right. Someone else will be able to use your character's action to.
It was an
control it.
8 damage.
All right. So, it hits this Placer Beast. This Placer Beast is barely holding on. Zorn,
Yeah,
it is your
Okay.
turn.
I use my great axe again.
All right.
You still get rage.
Okay. 16 and then damage. 8 damage.
How would you like to do it?
I go for his head.
So, just right across its neck. Its head kind of rolls across the grass, and the rest of it hits the ground. All right, we'll pick up there next time. Thank you, everyone.
And Amamar can't eat its heart this time.
Haha.
Would everyone else, would anyone like to say anything just at the end? We're not continuing playing, but would anyone like to say anything to our audience?
No.
Okay, then.
Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Join us next time.
Bye.